Hey everybody, it's Chris here for the R Zone, and today we are playing XCOM 2. XCOM 2, the follow-up to XCOM 1, surprisingly enough. XCOM was a game that was brought out in the early 90s, I believe, and it didn't have a great, like a massive following or anything, but it had a cult following. And a couple of years ago, Firaxis decided to redo the game, reboot it, and they brought out XCOM Enemy Unknown, when I can remember how to speak English. XCOM Enemy Unknown and the expansion pack, XCOM Enemy Within. And they were brilliant. Quite honestly, I spent many hundreds of hours playing that game. But it wasn't perfect. I'm not saying it was perfect. It was very hard, very unforgiving. And basically they had a lot of things that were not perfect about it, but that was more because they couldn't put enough resources into it. But it was received massively by fans, and they had lots of feedback about it. And Firaxis, to their credit, they listened to the feedback, they listened to the community, and by doing so were able to create XCOM 2. Now, in XCOM you were this super secret alien fighting force with support from around the world, and you were there to basically beat the aliens back and save the world. And you could do that. But again, Firaxis took a different look on it, because on the hardest difficulty setting, if you went to literally the hardest difficulty setting and click something called Iron Man, pretty much about 98 to 99% of people who played it failed. And they decided that was how the game was supposed to be played, on the kind of bloodletting levels of difficulty, and that meant that that's how the canon ending of the game is, which means in XCOM 2 we are no longer a super secret military force protecting the world. We are the Resistance. We are fighting the alien menace who took over the planet. They won the war, and we are trying to take the planet back. So we really are down on our luck, very little in the way of supplies and resources, fighting back. But XCOM has been expanded now. The game has been expanded. We now have this character pool down here, and we can create our own characters, which is great. That was one of the small problems with XCOM. You got given a list of characters and you could change them how you wanted, but you couldn't change countries, you couldn't change genders, you couldn't change hairstyles, things like that. You had a set number of things you could adapt. With that character pool, there is so much you can do. They've also opened it up for modification, so people have mods, and we're going to play with a few mods, only kind of ease of living kind of stuff, make it easy for ourselves, well, for me. And there's, the original XCOM wasn't very easy to mod, but they had some very dedicated modders who created a company called Long War, and they made the game much more expansive. Lots of extra kind of difficulties and things like that. Why would you want to make it more difficult? I don't know, but people did. And they've taken all that on board, and they've made this game extremely easy to mod. I've never figured out how to do it myself, but there's lots of people out there who do. And if you have this through Steam, then you can get lots and lots of mods through there. Now, to today. Today I'm going to do something insane. I have never, ever, 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 and never have wanted to play this game on Legend difficulty. I am going to change that today. I'm doing this for YouTube. I want to entertain. And for some reason, that means it's a good idea for me to play it on Legend difficulty. And that means doing that. Now, anything which comes with yellow writing saying tutorial will not be enabled for legendary difficulty is not a good thing. But I've done it on rookie, I've done it on veteran. I'm halfway through a commander playthrough. I have never even touched legend, and I think it's about time I give it a go. However, I have practiced before recording this, and it didn't go well. So literally the first mission I failed it 3 times in a row. So I'm hoping this time, with people's support, I will be able to do this. We're going to turn off the beginner voiceover. We don't want to know that. We don't want to hear people yelling at us, click here. We don't want to do that. I will not be playing with Iron Man, because with Iron Man, your soldiers' deaths are permanent. Now that might be good for realism's sake, but it's not good for my sanity. And I need my sanity. I have to go to work tomorrow. So we're not going to play it with Iron Man. I know there's a lot of people out there who swear by it, and all the power to them. I have played it with Iron Man, and it rips your heart out when you lose one of your soldiers when you've worked really hard on to get them up to a certain level, or you get an entire team wiped out, and that means that your barracks are completely empty. I'm not ready for that yet. Maybe the next playthrough, but not this one. So here we go. I'm going to start with this. I'm going to be really quiet while the opening cutscene comes on, and then we will go from there. So see you soon.
Excitement continues to build as city centers across the globe prepare for the 20th anniversary of Unification Day.
Thousands line up at the site of the Great Accord, celebrating the formation of the Advent Coalition.
Keeping with their promise to humanity, 12 new gene therapy clinics will be opening in select cities by the end of the new year.
Despite the attempted attack by French elements, operations at the new facility in Paris thankfully remain unaffected.
In response to the unprovoked intrusion on the eve of our most beloved celebration, the speaker reaches out to us.
A small number of dissidents again repeat the mistakes of the old world.
Striking as we celebrate a benevolent savior who time and again offers only friendship and compassion. Yet these trivial actions could never
Break the bond between humanity and the elders.
Peacekeeping forces have already made several preemptive arrests of known collaborators. Advent again assures all citizens that today's celebrations will continue as planned.
Perfect.
The Advent administration reminds you to report all suspicious activity. Approaching position. You were right. Definitely got their hands full today.
Stay focused. Prep gate crasher. 60 seconds. Now.
Signal received. Loud and clear. Okay, Gatecrasher. Your turn.
Okay. We should be coming back in soon. Here we go.
It's time the aliens and the rest of the
Okay, so here's loading screen.
learn that we can hit them where it hurts. So we're moving into the
Operation
city
Gate
center to
Crusher.
find a high-profile target. Deploy and approach the designated position. Neutralize any hostile contacts and secure the site.
This is the mission that is the bane of my existence at the moment. I'm going to try and be really, really kind of slow and whatnot. Take it easy. I can beat it. I know I can. We'll have to wait and see what happens, unfortunately. I don't think I'm going to have much in the way of choice. It's just sometimes they get really lucky shots. Okay, so here we go.
on the target. Move to place the X4 charges at the designated...
Okay, so we start off and we are on top of a building. You'll first thing notice that you've got this kind of blue movement thing, and then if you go outside it's yellow. Blue means a single move, and if you make a single move then you can make do another action or another move afterwards. If you go into the yellow, you're stuck where you are when you end up. So we always want to be in cover. We want to try and flank enemies so we get the best damage and best chance to hit them. Yeah, so here we go. Helen Roper, Phoenix. She is one of my creations. So I'm going to move her straight over there. She normally handles my medical duties. Okay, we've got bad guys down there. Okay. Okay, good start. We know where they are. Okay, who else we got? Mathau Laurent. Okay, fair enough. I don't want to put him next to her. I want to get a better spacing. Okay. Who we got here? We've got Bravo 6. Well, Bravo 6 can go into there. That's good. And who's this? I have no idea. It looks like there's a question mark in the middle of his name. Have to change that when we get the chance. Okay, everybody can go on to what's known as Overwatch. We're going to use these buttons down here for that. We are currently concealed, which is this blue haze around the outside. It's like a blue halo thing. The enemy doesn't know we're in the area, so they don't know we're there. We can see them, they can't see us. Everything's happy and joyful. So that we won't fire back, but if we are spotted, then if we put them on Overwatch, our troops will fire as soon as that happens. Overwatch all means that everyone who can go on Overwatch does. Overwatch others means if I'm on this character here, these three, if they can, will go on Overwatch. He won't, and that allows me to do something else with him before his turn ends. Hunker down means everyone gets nice and small. Well, the character does. And allows you to kind of get a bit of extra defensive bonusing and things. And then we have throw frag grenade, which on XCOM is very important indeed. Okay, so Overwatch all. Need to figure out what those guards are doing before we... Okay, so they're coming this way. We might be able to get some nice big shots in on them. Might have to move people around. I'm not sure yet. Let's wait and see. Let's see what... Okay, so they've got view all the way up to this statue. I'm going to see if I can get a grenade. No, not really. Okay. There is no point in doing anything with that then. There's no point in moving either, because I cannot, literally cannot see anything else. And the last thing I want to do is call in any extra enemies right now. Now there's no cover. I mean, I've got that. Suppose I could say move the Laurent down there, or Popsil, or whatever his name is. That would give us some seriously good, because he could definitely throw a grenade from there. What is your 86%? That's awesome. Okay, we're going to leave these three up here. So we're going to use this Overwatch others. So they're all on Overwatch. He is going to drop down here and get into there. And we're going to throw a grenade right on top of him.
Take this.
Okay. That hurt, didn't it, boys? Yes, it did. One, two, three. Oh, beautiful aim there. 3 promotions earned. That's awesome. Okay, so where are the other bad guys? Okay, so that box up there has not filled, so we know there's some more bad guys somewhere. We need to be careful. Very, very careful. Okay, let's just move the camera around. Can we see anything? Well, there's bound to be someone over here somewhere or something like that. Okay, so we just want to be really careful. Okay, I'm going to put Roper there. Because she can move out of there if need be. Okay, so there's the bomb site.
You're near the target position.
Okay, that's good. You can not reach there, so you're going to go here. Okay, and you can go into cover there. Right, we're going to keep the team fairly close together. We don't want them splitting up, because if we split the team up, all sorts of things can go wrong. We do not have the firepower as of yet to do any major damage. Okay, I'm going to put you in there, because you're still in cover from two directions. Okay. Alright, we're not going to do any double moves or anything like that. There's no point. Or maybe with him. Okay, and everyone else on Overwatch. Want to keep the team close, so... Oh, we got bad guys this way. Oh, it's you. Hello, you. That is a sectoid. And sectoids are bad, 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 bad news. Oh, just missed. He's down to 1 health. Okay, okay, this is not great. Not great at all. I have to move the camera around here. Okay, let's see. I don't want to move them that way, so... Okay, we've just opened up the third pod. That's not good news.
Officers seem more capable than the grunts. We're not sure whether to chalk it up to training or stricter mind control.
And those two are spaced out just enough to not be any use. I want to get rid of that sectoid though. He's one of the most dangerous guys we've got.
I'm on the move.
66. Come on, Roper. Nice shot.
Good riddance.
Alright, so we want to keep these guys. Alright.
That's affirmative.
I really want to make that shot, but at the same time I really don't, because we've still got him and at least, there you go, him up there. Alright, so we've got to take the flank. If we've got it, we've got to take it. Awesome! Okay, we're doing well here. Alright, I'm going to leave you on Overwatch. Oh, come on. 35% chance! Oh, that's just wrong. Bit of payback, I know, but still... I don't want to move Roper up because she's in full cover.
That's affirmative. On Overwatch.
Alright, I'm going to reload her though. And then after that, because she's not moved, she gets to reload and then she can go straight into Overwatch. There you go.
Moving out. Moving to Overwatch.
Okay, if you move, buddy.
Whoa!
I think we're going to have to move her though.
Moving on target location.
I really want that lot, but I don't. It's no cover for him, so. Not sure.
I'm on the move. Scanning.
I need to keep someone in reserve in case he starts getting lucky. Oh, nice shot. Missed. Yes!
Area is secure. We're not picking up any inbound
Yes!
contacts.
We lost one, I know.
5, we have a limited window to
I know we lost one. It's not good,
get those charges planted on
but
the
still. Actually, the area is secure, so I'm gonna move Roper there. You reload. And then go on Overwatch. You reload. And go on Overwatch. You should be alright. Yes, we know. I'm going to take my pal home with me.
Here we go.
In you go, Bravo 6. You might be wondering why some people have got nicknames. It's because of characters I've made, so... Plant that charge.
Menace 1-5, rendezvous at the extraction point. Status confirmed. Squad is clear. Detonate.
And we lost one. Oh, so painful. I know you're not happy, dudes. I'm not happy either. Oh well. We did the mission. That's the main point. That's... I've either had... Well, I've actually only had one success now, and that's that one! So... Let's take a look at the end here. This little ship is called the Sky Ranger, and we are landing on the Avenger. The Avenger is a repurposed alien ship. We've captured it many, many years ago. It's been redone to serve our purposes. So... she's one of our Rangers.
Reconnaissance unit, capable of moving independently in concealment while engaging enemies at close range.
Yeah, that looks badass. Attack any enemy within movement range with your sword. Cool. And we have a whole list of other things that we can do, but we have to unlock them by getting her more experience. Her aim is a little crummy, but that's because she's going to be a close range specialist. Mobility 12, health 5. Can't really complain about those. The will is a little bit worrying, but... Oh, he's our heavy.
Serving as our demolitions experts, the Grenadiers provide heavy ordnance delivery whenever and wherever we need it.
The Grenadier uses a grenade launcher to fire grenades rather than throwing them. This allows for greater range and grenade capacity. It does actually. You get 2 grenades instead of 1, and you can expand that with later upgrades, depending on what you choose. Whether you go for Demolitions Expert or Heavy Gunner. 6, 7, 49, 12, 5. Yeah, everything looks pretty cool. That's slightly less than the other one, but that's because they're meant to suppress rather than let out kill.
Operating some of our most advanced equipment, specialists deploy robotic drones on the battlefield that can be outfitted for combat or field medic duty.
Congratulations, whatever your blooming name is. You are becoming our medic. Command your Gremlin to move to a friendly target. If it grants the target a bonus to defense until the start of the next player turn. That can be absolutely a lifesaver. I am not overstressing that at all. Really, really important. And you can either go battle medic or combat hacker, depending on the way you want to go. And Laurent, I'm sorry, pal. I'm sorry. I failed you. Yeah, I did. Okay, what have we got? Advent Trooper Corps is 6, Sectoid Corps, and an Advent Officer Corps. Okay. Alright, we're going to leave it there. There's lots and lots and lots and lots to show you. But, obviously, this is the first Legend playthrough that I've ever done, so I'm just a little bit apprehensive. I want to save and make sure everything's going my way first before I just jump into more story and things.
Never really had time to consider the possibility, but I have to believe Valen is still out there somewhere. She wasn't the type to let the collapse of Xcom stop her research.
Okay, Dr. Valen was the Xcom scientist who ran the science division in the previous game, so she was really, really important. Side note, this lovely background here. This is the Avenger, the ship we use to travel around the map, and you will see the map soon. And this background changes depending on where on the Earth you are. So if you're in like the extreme north or south, it'll be snow and ice and cliffs and glaciers and things all that. If you go to like the middle of the United States, you'll see canyons and all that sort of stuff. It really is clever how they've kind of changed the backdrops and things. These buildings in the middle, we are allowed to use these to build, and we'll have lots of new stuff to build. But we will come to that a bit later on. As you can see, the research tab is setting up, saying, look, do stuff with me. And we will be doing that at the beginning of the next video. Okay, so yeah, I think that's about it. I don't think we need to go any further with that. This is XCOM 2, the Legend playthrough, and I look forward to seeing you next time. If you have any ideas on characters you wanted me to create or anything like that, just put it in the comments and I will see what I can do for you. Alright then, bye bye.